Hello, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. This is VRML 3. My name is JG, and on the co-casting side, we have Solar P, now known as 8. How are you doing, man?
This season, and Undar and J Train on that's Honey Badgers. Yep, that's Honey Badgers, and really want to see some other things from Blue Team here, which is that is I'm a little blind, but it is Shadow. I really want to see some good stuff from them if they can keep up with Insidious here.
Yeah, of course. Now, we are going to have a little bit of an intermission just because I want to make sure that everything does not stutter, because that's the last thing I want you guys to handle with. It looks like it is away, but I feel really bad. Yep, no, if you can see that, I am so sorry. I have no idea why that happens. That shouldn't happen. Yeah, so I'm going to see if I can try and figure that out right before this game starts. But thank you for the introduction, Solar. If you guys are okay with it, I can stream like this, but I have no idea why this is happening. So I'm a little bit upset, but I think we can. If you guys are okay with it, I'll be okay with it. I just want to make sure that it doesn't look like it's that bad right now. If it's just like a stuttered now and then I think I'll be okay. That's not nice.
Your person is having a seizure. We don't talk about that moment.
Oh, right. You were in the game.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Let me go back. Let me put on the scoreboard really quick. You can see the hostings. I'm going to get this match started up very quickly, but unfortunately, like with most games, it can be dog water sometimes, so I'm going to lower my resolution, hopefully, get a re-invite back just so the settings change and stay, and then we will get this started. Is there anything else you would like to add before we do get started? Hey?
No, I just really want to see a good matchup from both of these teams. That's about it, though.
I mean, all fair and well with that, so I gotta completely agree with you. We are going to get this started very quickly, I hope. I'm going to lower quality a little bit just to get it a little bit better, hopefully. So, I'm going to ask for a re-invite just in quick. Can you invite me, please? But yeah,
you can go to live.
I know that, but it's Atlas.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So it's I just want to be safe and secure just in case. But yeah, I've actually played against Shadow a couple of times, so I'm actually very excited to see how they play. Now that I'm on a god-awful... Okay, some things, like the Division, if you see, that's an error photo. Yeah, that is not me.
Okay.
I don't know if
it's VRML 3. No one will care.
Thank you, TCK. But yeah, we are going to get this started very quickly. I apologize for the inconvenience here, but whatever happens right now, right here.
Yeah, hey. Goodbye, me. Welcome.
Oh, hey, I like that.
Oh,
You look like a normal Echo bot.
I don't know if you can hear that.
No, I can't hear that. Yep, there we go.
Okay, I'm going to give them the...
Oh, they're going ahead. Okay.
Yep.
No ping required, I guess. Unless one of them were just ready up.
Tick.
And then the
Thank you, Flame. I appreciate it. Tag Shadow.
TCK.
Look out. Never mind, we are
Okay.
actually going to get this started before I do anything. So I appreciate that from both sides. Hopefully this is going to... Oh, shit. Yeah. Yeah, excuse me about that. I apologize for my language. I'm a little bit worried out right here, but we're going to get this started. Oh, buddy, oh boy. There's a little bit of stirring, but I'm just gonna disable preview and hopefully it will pass by. Undarb gonna be trying to go for that throw, but fortunately there is going to be Shadow at the possession, trying to go for that cut pass, but Salvo, unfortunately, not gonna he's actually gonna get there. Trying to pass it down, looking for some type of connection down to Kurz. Currit, like Kermit. And we are going to get this game running. 2-pointer, 28 seconds. 8, what do you got to say?
That first score was extremely good there. Good for Insidious here. Now it's going to be Shadow here with the Joust possession. It's going to be handled by Tick. Tick's going to send it over to that left tunnel. Going to be recovered by Apollo. Apollo going to send in maybe that possible shot. It's going to go a little bit high and wide, but recovered by Shade. Shade's going to put that in for the easy 2. Now it's tied up with 2 minutes in, or 1 minute and a half in.
Yeah. I can really try and figure this out for you guys, but unfortunately, it's really bad, and I apologize. Who's casting this? It is DJG on cams and 8 as sideliner, and I'm co-caster. J-Train gonna get that train down through back into Blue's side with Salvo, excuse me. Currit, excuse me. I just want to make sure I pronounce the names. Going down to Salvo. Undarb gonna be going for that pass, but Raichu with that great save.
That was an amazing save there. It's going to be bouncing loose in the middle. It's going to be recovered by Undarb. Undarb going to send it over to Salvo possibly, but just not going to be caught there. Kirito going to get stunned there. It's going to be slapped out to Undarb. Undarb going to pass it to J-Chain. J-Chain going to take that one-on-one. Just going to ding off the post. Going to be recovered by Self Pass. It's going to be sent out by Tick into the orange zone. Maybe a possible attempt of a shot just to barely hit off that shield. It's going to be recovered by Raichu. Raichu just going to walk it up the field. No, not much happening. He's going to send it over to Apollo. Apollo getting heavily pressured by 2 men. Going to pass it over to Tick. Tick's just going to slow it down, juke around, pass it up to that nest. Going to be intercepted by Undarb and sent out of the field.
I mean, yeah, great plays by Insidious. Or is that? Yeah, no, it is Insidious. Sorry, just want to make sure. And with that, it's going to be a 3-pointer by J-Train, training it down into the goal. Wow, what a great shot.
Yeah, to note there, it was actually 7 meters.
Did it?
7 meter 3, and that put them up by 3.
Wow.
And going off by the joust here, it's going to be Tick recovering, passing over the disc to that right tunnel. Going to be recovered by Undarb. Undarb going to take the shot. It's in. 30 meters out. They're up by 6 here in the first round. Around 3 minutes in.
I don't know what to say, man. It's just honestly crazy to see them just absolutely dominate during this. I'm more or less focused on this horrendous stuttering that shouldn't be happening. Fortunately, it looks like it is going to be heading back into Insidious. Insidious going to be passing it back down to Undarb with that bounce shot with Raichu with the great save. Thank you, Spot. Apollo going to be bringing it back down. Going to be looking for that connection, but unfortunately, Kirito. Sorry, I think is it Kirito? Is that how I pronounce it?
It's Kirito, yeah.
All right, thank you. Kirito is gonna be trying to go for that, but Shade's gonna get that steal interception with Undarb, trying to go for that cut stun with an unfortunate disconnection by Blue.
Yeah, it's gonna be Tick on that left side wedge there. It's gonna pass it over and. Good stop there by J-Train. J-Train's going to send it over and out into the blue zone. Going to bounce around on the floor. It's going to be recovered by Undarb. Undarb going to take that shot. 15 meters a second. 15 meters away. They're up by 9 now. First round.
That is honestly astonishing to see that. Like, the amount of throws that they have made in is crazy accurate. And just seeing these accurate shots go in is just a great momentum and great boost towards Insidious. Speaking of that, their momentum is going really quick, and it's going to be staying in Blue's side with Undarb trying to go for it, but Apollo, fortunately, is going to be able to do a little bit of juking, trying to get it back down into Orange's side.
Shay's maybe going to try to take that long shot there, but it's not going to go in his designated zone. It's going to be recovered by Salvo. Salvo going to try to send it across to Undar maybe, but not, going a little bit too far. A little stun house around there, but it's gonna ultimately be recovered by Kirito. Kirito gonna send that out, gonna bounce into the mid zone. J Train gonna send
Oh.
in possible shot. Gonna be
Oh!
caught there and stolen from Raichu.
Wow.
Gonna
What,
bounce around in that trap, and Apollo gonna recover and send it through into the Insidious zone.
great save by Shadow. If they have one good thing, it is in score right now, but I can see them coming back with that great interception. But they have had some tremendous saves once that goal was not open. As soon as it's open, that's when they got that opportunity. But right now, they are just getting some nice saves as soon as it gets in that bubble. And people like Raichu are getting that great saves back down. And with that, Apollo's going to be trying to go for something, taking it slow with that two-pointer. Great shot by Apollo.
Yeah, that shot was amazing. They cut Insidious lead by 7 here in this first round. Only 3 minutes, actually no, 4 minutes left to go here, and it's gonna be first time in a while. Insidious gonna take possession. Kirito gonna send it over to J Train. J Train gonna walk it up the field and send it over to Undarb. Undarb down to Salvo. Salvo taking that open net, just gonna ding off the post. Oh, sad. And recovered by J Train. J Train over to Kirito. Kirito can take that shot, also dinging off the post. And recovered by J Train. J Train sending in a long bounce shot. Oh my god, they're up by 10 now.
You know, honestly,
oh my.
I don't think that was on an intentional shot, but that unintentional shot that tried to go for a cut pass down to make a slam dunk at the backboard, just went in for a three-pointer. Fortunate for Insidious, and they brought the Insidious to Shadow. I don't know if that makes sense, but speaking of which, Shadow going to be trying to go for that shadow shot. Speaking of the going down for the lurches in the dark, hiding away. But unfortunately, Insidious is going to come back, retaliate with that stack, heading back down into blue side.
It's going to be bouncing around on the right side wall here. It's going to be recovered by Undarb. Undarb's going to walk it up for the 3-on-1, going to pass it back. Good play there. Salvo going to send it over to J-Train. J-Train over to Kirito. Kirito going to take that shot. What a save there from Shade.
Honestly,
great goalie skill.
Oh my god, what a save by him. That was honestly a crazy, but unfortunately Shade is not going to get that second save down. But I still got to give him kudos for this, because honestly, it's I'm at a loss of words for how great of a saves those are for such a low MMR. I feel like if there's a MMR just for saves, then I think Shadow would be right up there in Diamond, because those are some very hard throws to catch.
Yeah, definitely. Also, the chains from Insidious has been amazing. Just hard pressuring, and there again, that chain was together, but they didn't really pressure together. It was only J-Train, but ultimately it's going to be Tick going to get that. He's going to get stunned out. It's going to be sent all the way down into Shadow Joan. It's going to be Insidious going to take that shot, just barely missing it. It's going to be covered by Salvo on that near side wall. Salvo going to pass it over to Undarb. Undarb going to walk it in and take that shot on that goalie. It looked like a 4-on-1 there, but no one sending pressure to Undarb.
I mean, yeah, it looks like Insidious still has that movement, and speaking of which, I think it's a little bit too late for Shadow to come back, but I still want to see what they can do with this final minute left, to see if they can get some nice points, and let's see what they can do for the second round. With that, it looks like Shadow's able to recover with that and get it into Orange's side with a great stack by Insidious.
Definitely, yeah. Those chains, like I said, they are getting through that Shadow defense, and they are going to be barely missed by Shade. It's going to be recovered by, it seemed, Salvo. Salvo going to send that straight down through that tunnel, going to float around for a little bit. Going to be missed by that Shadow chain, but it's going to be recovered by Kirito. Kirito is going to slow down the play. He knows he's up by 14. He's going to pass it over to Undarb. Undarb going to pass it over to J-Train. J-Train going to try to send it back to Undarb, but Raichu going to anchor clear that, but it's going to be intercepted by Kirito. Kirito sending it over to Undarb. Undarb with the 1-on-1, the save from Shade. Great save to keep him in the game. But that's the end of the round. Maybe one more point to go on the board for them. But ultimately it's gonna be Insidious taking that round comfortably.
I mean, yeah, what would you have to say of what happened during these final moments of this match, 8?
That was amazing, honestly. Like, I loved how both teams, like, how aggressive and defensive they both played, especially for a low MR like this. Like, you don't see that in the extremely low bronze matchups. But I think by the end of the season, both of these teams are at least going to be hit up into high silver, low gold at the least.
Yeah, great words by that. Speaking of which, J-Train training along with 6 points, but on Darb is going to be able to be the MVP of this round with an astonishing 10 points. And Kirito going to be with the 2. And wanted to see, yep, of course, Shade is going to be there with the most saves. These saves are just honestly, the astonishing thing that I was very excited about to see, and they really turned out well because when I played against them, Shade was the one who saved them all. I almost forgot about that, but I honestly think that they could come back Shadow could come back. But speaking of which, this is going to be the start of the second round. 8, take it away.
It's gonna be here. Insidious gonna win that first round, and it's gonna be. Let's see who it's gonna be to win that first neutral possession. It's gonna be Insidious. Maybe gonna take that shot. Gonna be recovered by Tick. Tick gonna take that mail slot. Just gonna bounce awkwardly off that nest, and bouncing off that boot. Not gonna be recovered, but gonna be slapped out by Kirito. Kirito gonna slap it over to Osalvo. Osalvo gonna walk it up the field. No pressure, but gets the block off, and Apollo taking that shot. Oh, just a little bit high, but ultimately it's going to be recovered by Tick.
Looks like it is going to be heading back. It's going to be a little bit of dogfighting. Shade trying to go for a pass, but J-Train going to be able to make a big deal trading through that, making that interception. I mean, because he's a train, it's pretty hard to block him. Speaking of which, Undarb getting that possible disc opportunity for another point. Heading down to up to Kirito. Unfortunately, he's gonna lag down a little, lag a bit. With Undarb gonna be trying to go for something with Shade with that great save.
Yeah, that was an amazing save from Shade. It's gonna be bouncing up into that upper trench. It's gonna be recovered by Undarb. Undarb just gonna walk it up the field, no pressure, but that chain is up. It's gonna be sent over to J-Train. J-Train gonna walk it up the field. Gonna be pressured by Tick. Tick's not gonna be able to get the disc because it's gonna be what the little bit of rave disc. Yeah, gonna be J-Train gonna send it over to Kirito. Kirito gonna walk it into the goal, just barely missing the goal. And if it's still in the bubble, gonna be tapped out by Shade.
It's going to be heading back down a little bit. Unfortunately, Insidious is having a little bit of dubstep, and that is going to make them out a little bit with the possible 3-pointer, but unfortunately, it's going to be a little bit too high, but it was still a great shot. Speaking of which, a great shot by Insidious, clearing it all the way back down into Blue's side, with Apollo fortunately able to save that disc before it came in. But unfortunately, Undarb is going to make that interception down to Kirito. Kirito looking for some type of connection down to J-Train. J-Train looking for something. Gonna be taking his time. Salvo gonna be trying to go for something. Up top, down low, too slow. It is going to be given back into Shadow, into Orange's side.
Yeah, we're in around 2 minutes in, and that shot almost went in. There's no points so far. If Shadow can really turn this around, they can honestly. It turned it around 15 meters a second on that shot. Took 2 minutes and 30 seconds to get the first 2 points of the match.
Yeah. I mean, they got a point. They're up in the lead. If they can keep this, momentum, then it could be their game, possibly. We don't know yet. It's still anybody's game. This could go to a third round.
Yeah, it's going to be Undarb going to receive the disc. Trying to take that shot, but great save from Raichu. Raichu going to send it over to Tick. Tick's going to walk it up the floor, going to send it over to Apollo. Apollo has an open lane, but the chain's there. Gonna walk it up the floor. No pressure being applied. There's a chain there from Undarb and J-Train, but ultimately gonna miss that pass. It's gonna be Shade gonna pick up the disc there. But no pressure being applied. He's gonna slow it down. Now he's being pressured and he's gonna send it over to that shoulder, but It's gonna be a self pass. He's gonna walk it into the
Ooh.
goal. Just a barely missed bounce shot there. It's gonna be recovered by Kirito. Kirito gonna send that straight through into the shadow zone.
Alrighty, tidy. So J-Train is going to be able to bring that train. Doing a bit down of a cut. Down to J-Train. J-Train going to make that 2-point. Now tying it up. What a great pass and throw into the goal. Now tying it up. 2-2.
Yeah, also what I want to notice is that all their badges have purple on it. It matches with the Insidious color for their profile picture.
I mean, if you don't match...
Now
you aren't a team if you don't have matching badges and colors. I don't want to hear
yeah.
anything.
Oh, that long shot almost went in, but saved. Sadly, you're gonna bounce off that shield. Gonna recover by J-Train. J-Train taking that soft shot. That chain from Shadow. It was coming. It really just wasn't stopping, but almost.
It was
almost get that save.
It was really close, and they could have honestly probably saved it if they would have. I don't know. I don't want to say something out of my words, but I don't want to say something that's not true or something. I just don't want to say something out of word.
Oh.
Shade is going to be unfortunately stayed out.
Oh,
Tick
no.
as well. Tick-tock on the clock. A little bit too slow, unfortunately. TCK going to be bringing it down. Going to be trying to make a pass, trying to make the connection, but unfortunately it's not going to meet. Apollo going to throw it back down with nobody actually there, and it's still tied up. It's not tied up. I was thinking before. Raichu serves having that connection to possibly get something down. Raichu gonna get stunned out with it going back. Shade is gonna get that opportunity, looking for some type of connection, but J-Train with that save.
Yeah, great snag there from J-Train. It's gonna be Shadow here with possession, gonna walk it into the goal. Great shot there. Great placement. The goalie was on top of the rim and shot there where he wasn't expecting it, and that was just a great play. Now they're down by 1, and unfortunately a timeout comes out for, I think that was Insidious possibly, and maybe a ping issue or whatever it is.
Gonna have to see what happens, but 8, what do you got to say about what's been happening during this first round? What do you think's gonna happen? What are your predictions for the second round? Is Insidious gonna get the 2? Is it gonna be a 2-0, or is this gonna possibly go to the third round?
I hope this goes on to a third round. It'd be an amazing matchup, especially because it's low Omar. But as here, we're gonna get an unpause. Maybe the ping issue's been fixed because of the raving happening with the disc in the first.
Unfortunately, since Raichu is very high right now.
Raichu. Oh no. Okay, well, it's gonna be Insidious here with the joust advantage. 6-5. All the timers going down, but it's gonna have to be cutting down on that time. 4 minutes to go here. Insidious gonna send it over to the right tunnel. Gonna be sent over to Undarb. Undarb gonna walk it up the field, no pressure. Gonna send it over to Salvo. Salvo looking forward to that cut pass. Sends it, good read there from Raichu. Raichu gonna send it over to that mid zone. Gonna bounce around into that tube. It's gonna be covered by J-Train. J-Train gonna walk it up the field, no pressure. They have a chain. They have dribble ready. And send it down. Chain's gonna go away, but unfortunately gets broken up. Salvo gonna send it into the goal. They're up by 3 in the second round here.
I mean, yeah, it was looking a lot more promising at the beginning, but it's still at 3 minutes. If they make a 3-pointer, well, it's all tied up. It isn't likely, I don't think. If they have that defense, if Insidious does have that defense, then they're going to be in some serious deep grounds that can keep them grounded no matter what type of air. But Apollo going to be trying to go for that point, possibly going to bounce in. Unfortunately, it's going to be a little bit too tight. That would have been a great comeback.
Yeah, that would have been a great comeback, but Shade's going to get stunned out here. It's going to be sent down by J-Train. Going to bounce around in that near side trap. It's going to be Paulo going to pick up the disc, going to send it through that tunnel. Going to be intercepted there by Undarb. Undarb going to send it through that tunnel. Going to be sent over to J-Train. J-Train going to maybe try to take a shot. Going to be covered by Salvo in the bubble. One-on-one. Takes the top pocket. He hits it. Now they're up by 5 in the second round.
I mean, yeah, this is starting to fade more and more, and Shadows is being left in the shadow, just all dark and all that. So hopefully they can get some light towards their team. I know that's the complete opposite, but I think you get what I mean. Tick gonna be having that first possession, gonna be trying to go for it down, but unfortunately J-Train is gonna be able to catch that through with a possible another point for Insidious. Insidious gonna be heading back down to Salvo. Salvo gonna go for that bounce shot, but Apollo is going to do a little bit of a jukey juke and is gonna bring it back down closer to mid, but Undarb is there for the connection. Back to Salvo. Salvo going for that second shot. Maybe a cut down to J-Train, but unfortunately he's not gonna be able to get that through. Cut down to Undarb. Undarb going for that, but unfortunately there's gonna be that ding. Kirito looking for something, going for some juking, some dancing around. And that is going to be the 7-point lead. Sorry,
7.
Quick maths.
Yeah, as we get a pause here, and I think it's Raichu yet again with the high ping. Very unfortunate for Shadow here, but they are up by 7, and it is still possible to get this comeback. It's still going to be extremely hard, though, but as
it's actually Kirito this time. He's doing a little bit of a stutter.
Oh. Yeah. Insidious, yeah, they have been bruising a lot. They, I don't think Shadow's been doing much bruising at all. It's, oh, yeah. 18 stuns, 5 stuns, 10 stuns, and 17 stuns from Shadow there. And then on Insidious, we have 16 stuns from Osalvo. Undarb has 25. J-Train has 32. And Kirito has 6 stuns. And I think the most polite person in here from Shadow is Shade. And the most polite person on Insidious is Kirito. But yeah, I feel that the stuns are really winning them this one. They cooled off on the stuns. They Shadow could actually have a chance if they counter attack on all the stuns that they're doing and getting their chains quick enough. I think that both chains are quick. They just aren't forming quick enough, if you get what I'm saying.
I do get what I'm saying. Beat Dash. There's actually 2 types of headaches going on. My camera work right now because I'm trying to. I don't know. I just like to make sure that the viewer gets the best viewing experience if possible, and I really hope that there is a fix for the stuttering. And I am very sorry, but let's do a little bit of shoutouts in the chat. We got Plague Doctor. We got Nate Appleton. Follow Cast, Beat Dash, Chrono Trigger, great game. I've never actually played it, so maybe I'll decide that later. Cherry Bomb, Clip Pow, excuse me. And anybody else? I think that is it for that. But yeah, Plague, what you gotta say is while there's a little bit of a stream sticker there with a sad Pepe and a F, I completely agree. That's me right now. I am very sad right now, unfortunately, but yeah, we're going to hopefully see if we can get this continued. I do have... Oh, speaking of which, we are going to unpause.
Yeah, it's going to be Shadow here with the Joust advantage. Seems, it's going to be Tick again, their normal QB. Dribble here, he's going to walk up the field. Gonna walk it up, no pressure being applied. There's no chain set up from Insidious, but Salvo trying to get that interception, but it's gonna be covered by Shade. Shade's gonna try to send in maybe a shot, but gonna be headbutted out of the hands. He's gonna try to send in another shot. Good save from Undarb. Gonna send it into the mid zone. J-Train flicking it over into the bubble. It's gonna be a Salvo putting that one in lightly, and they're up. I mean, I don't think that Shadow can come back from this one. They're down by, that's not 11, that's 9. They're down by 9, and it's around, yeah, it's going to be around 33 seconds left or somewhere around there, so it's going to be hard for them to come back.
I mean, yeah, kind of what Plague has to say is that 3 Golden Diamond team, they had a fight, and they have some opportunities. They really need to work on it, but the good thing that they are good at is throwing. But different strategies. As a former gold player, stunning is the goal in VRML Gold. I don't know what you have to think about that, Plague, since I know you're as well in Gold, and we're around the same MMR. But Yep, that's gonna be it. Unfortunately, that is gonna be a 2-0
Yeah.
towards Insidious. It was a great start for Shadow at the beginning, but unfortunately, it just wasn't there for them. So, hey, what do you got to say on what happened during the second round?
That was an amazing second round and first round. Both did extremely well and all that. I think that Insidious is like, I feel like that their chemistry was definitely just a bit better than Shadows, so they ultimately got the win. And also, as you were saying, the stuns really was important. And yeah, and I see Chrono. How do they get ranked off of that? There's an MMR system where I think I'll tell you right now. I think that Insidious is sitting at a 11-20 or 11. Huh?
Basically, with any new team that you do have, you need to work your way up. You can win the first 3 rounds, but after that, you have to work your way every single time up. And yeah, no, they're not ranked like that. Shadow actually did have a lot of saves, which is good for them. So they do have some competition here, which I'm very glad to see. But yeah, it's unfortunate that they had to deal with this, but good thing for them is that they are a higher team than them, so it isn't their MMR at the moment, so they can come back, they can fight, they can still do a lot of stuff. But yeah, I do have to do a lot of stuff, but 8, would you like to take the honors and give your final wordings and sign us off?
Yeah, honestly, I hope that both of these teams at least make it to gold this season. I think that their rankings are going to be amazing. So yeah, I just want to say that I hope you guys have a good day, have a good night, have a good evening. I hope you guys tune in some more VRML streams tonight. And also, before you guys all leave, there's a VRML 1 stream happening right now with Sir Dimwee and Wonder T-Man, Baked versus Onion. So if you guys want to go head on over there, we might raid you over there. So if we don't, then you guys head over there. If you can, JG, do it. Okay. Okay. Yep.
Time. My bad. I was muted this entire time. That is on me. But I messaged to see if I can try and get a raid happening. I will put it onto credits. But if you'd like to stick by and participate in the raid, feel free. But other than that, this has been JG on cams and 8 as the caster. So yeah. Other than that, stay happy, healthy. Like Palador says, all of you guys are amazing. Stay viabilicious. And until next time, we will see you guys later.
We're underway.
Season 3 of VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Rebuff Reality, Asterion.